You are welcome to today's class. Today we shall continue with our past questions. The first question today is the number 25 when converted from the tens and unit base to the binary base 2 is one of the following. What the question is saying in essence is we are to convert 25 from base 10 to a number in base 2. That is the binary number. To convert a number to a binary number, we divide the number by 2, taking note of the remainder at each division. We can do that using a very simple table, as you can see on the table. Now, if 2 go into 25, that will give us 12, remainder 1. 2 will go again into 12. We'll have 6, remainder 0. 2 in 6, that will be 3, remainder 0. 2 in 3, that will be 1, remainder 1. 2 into 1, that will be 0, the remainder 1. Now the answer will now be 1, 1, 0, 0, 1 in base 2, from the bottom to the top. The second question is the difference between the length and the width of a rectangle is 6 centimeters, and the area is 35 centimeters square. What is the length? If L is equal to the length and W is equal to the width, if the difference between the length and the width is 6, that implies L minus W is equal to 6. Now from here, our L is equal to 6 plus W. What is the area of a rectangle? The area of a rectangle A is given as L times width. Now don't forget that we're given the area as 35, which means 135 will be equal to length, which is 6 plus W into W. Now opening the bracket will give us W square plus 6W equals to 135. So W square plus 6W minus 135, that is equals to 0. As you can see, this is a quadratic equation, which means we have to solve the W using any of the methods we use in solving the quadratic equations. Now, how do we solve these quadratic equations? You first of all test whether it is factorizable. Now, the coefficient of the W square is 1, while the constant term is minus 135. Now, the minus 135 times 1 will give us minus 135. Now, the next thing is for us to look for the factors of minus 135. Then we are after those two factors that when we add it together will give us plus 6. Now, for instance, if we take 9 and 15 together, then that should give us 135. Okay. Now, since we are looking for minus 135, what do we do? How do we add this together so that it can give us plus 6? And I think that should be minus 9 plus 15. So minus 9 plus 15 will give us plus 6. And minus 9 times 15 will give us a 135. Therefore, this quadratic equation can be factorized as W square minus 9 W plus 15 W minus 135 will be equals to 0. Now, if you look at the first two terms there, W is common. We bring it out to our W. Then we have W minus 9. Then plus 15 is common to the last two terms, which is plus 15 into W minus 9 equals to 0. Then again, W minus 9 into W plus 15 is equals to 0. That is, W minus 9 is equals to 0, or W plus 15 is equals to 0. Hence, our W is equals to what? 9 or minus 15. But the question is, we are to look for the length of the rectangle and not the width. But it's obvious here that L is equals to 6 plus W. Now, if W is equals to 9, then L will be equals to what? 6 plus 9. And that is equals to what? 15 centimeter. The minus 15 cannot be used since the width of a rectangle cannot be negative. The next question is, the first term of an arithmetic progression is 3. Alright? And the fifth term is 9. Find the number of terms in the progression when the sum is 81. Now, the first term of an arithmetic progression is denoted by letter A, small letter A, is equals to 3. And the fifth term is given as A plus 4D. And we're told it's equals to what? 9. Now, from here we can find our common difference. Now, if we substitute A in equation 1, then we have 3 plus 4D to be equals to 9. Then our 4D will be equals to 9 minus 3. So 4D will be equals to 6. Our D will be equals to 6 over 4. And that is equals to 3 over 2. That is the common difference. Now that we have known the common difference, now the sum of arithmetic progression is given as n over 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d, where n is the number of terms, which is what we are looking for. Now, if the sum is given as 81 from the equation, that is 81 will be equals to n over 2 into 2 into 3, because our first term is equals to 3, then plus n minus 1 times 3 over 2. Okay? Now, opening the bracket, we have 81 will be equals to n over 2 into 6 plus 1.5 n minus 1.5. Now, why are we using 1.5? 2 over 3 is the same thing as what? 1.5 when you convert it to decimal point. Now, from there, if you cross multiply that expression, then we have 81 times 2 will be equals to n into, now 6 minus 1.5. That will give us 4.5. That will be 4.5, then plus 1.5 n. Then 81 times 2 will give us 162. And that will be equals to 4.5 n plus 1.5 n squared. Here again is another quadratic equation. Now, if we multiply both sides by, okay, fine, which means 162 will be equals to 9 over 2n plus 3 over 2 n squared. Now, when you multiply 2 by 2, then we have 324 will be equals to 9n plus 3n squared. Now, rearranging this, we have a 3n squared plus 9n minus 324. Now, if you look at it, 3 is common. Alright. Now, if we factorize 3 out, alright, and dividing it by 0, we have n squared plus 3n minus 108 equals to 0. Then again, we look for how we can solve this problem using a factorization method. Now, the coefficient of the n square is 1, while the constant term is minus 108. Now, we look for the factors of minus 108 that when we add together will give us a plus 3. And if you look through the factors, we can see that minus 9 times 12 will give us minus 108. So minus 9 plus 12 will be equals to 3. Hence, n square plus 12n minus 9n minus 108 will be equals to 0. Now n into n plus 12 minus 9 into n plus 12 will be equals to 0, which means n minus 9 into n plus 12 will be equals to 0. Hence, n minus 9 is equals to 0, or n minus plus 12 is equals to 0. Our n will be equals to 9 or minus 12. So since the number of terms cannot be negative, the correct option there is 9, and that is option C. The next question is a baking recipe calls for 2.5 kilograms of sugar and 4.5 kilograms of flour. With this recipe, some cakes were baked using 24.5 kilograms of mixture of sugar and flour. How much sugar was used? In order to solve this problem, the recipe calls for 2.5 kilograms of sugar, which means the quantity of the sugar asked for is 2.5 kilograms. And for this 2.5 kilograms, he requested for a flour of 4.5 kilograms, which means for every 4.5 kilograms of flour, there will be 2.5 kilograms of sugar. Now, if we are to mix a baked cake out of this, then it means their mixture will be equals to 4.5 plus 2.5, and that will be equals to what? 7 kilograms. Now, the percentage or the ratio of the sugar present here is 2.5 all over what? All over 7. Now, if the cake, the baker has a mixture of 24.5 kilograms, all right? Now, in order for us to know the ratio of the sugar present there, let's say that is X, all right? All over the total mixture, which is 24.5, all right? Now, cross multiplying will give us 7X will be equals to 2.5 times 24.5, which means our X, which is equals to the amount of sugar present in the mixture, will be equals to 2.5 times 24.5 all over 7. And if we do that correctly, that will give us 8.75 kilograms of sugar. And that is option C.